Hey guys, welcome back to the Sharon Homestead. I'm Kat, and today I'm going to take you on a little garden tour. So the garden is pretty small this year, but that is because we decided to do raised beds, and we gave our main kitchen garden to the chickens as a large chicken run so they can be close to the house and protected from neighbor dogs and other things like that. And so yeah, I just wanted to show you I have planted quite a bit. I think the last video I had planted the cucumbers and the Swiss chard and kale, and then I have planted several other things, and I'll have the footage of me planting at the end of this video. I have a few more things to plant, and then I'm going to show you how everything's doing and how much everything has grown since the last time you guys have seen it. It's kind of crazy how fast it's grown. I think it's been about a week, and the cucumbers, well, I had to replant the cucumbers because the ones I put in there, I don't think you could see in the video, but my daughter just pulled them right out of the little planting cup, and she just took them out. There were no roots. So I tried, but they died. So I replaced them, and now those replacements, I did it like 2 days later or the next day. So it hasn't been much longer, and they're doing really good. So I'm gonna plant the rest of what I need to plant, and then I'll show you around and show you how everything's doing. So first I'm going to show you, this is oregano, and this right here is lavender. So I think I need to replant this lavender somewhere else because the oregano is really taking over this whole bed. And I don't mind that because it's pretty and it smells good. But so does the lavender, so it needs to shine somewhere else. And onto the first bed, you'll see down this row, we've got tomatoes, and I just noticed it's about to flower. So I'll show you that up close, if it will focus. See, there's some flowers about to pop out. And I have 4 tomato plants, which is not much, but we're doing what we can in these beds this year. That's what we're focusing on. And we have a friendly little spider there. You see that little guy? He's carrying something. That's not an egg. It's some perlite. Okay, so these are cabbages. They're 45-day cabbages, so they're gonna do really good, I think. And we'll see, because it's not the time of year really, but 45 days maybe. And then we've got peppers. So I planted a purple bell pepper, green, purple, green, and then 2 hot cayenne peppers down there. And then these are pumpkin plants, which I'm going to let them spill over the side and into this area, which still needs to be cleaned out. And these are all wild blackberries. So I am allowing them to take over the fence, and I'm actually tying them up and training them to the fence. So I'll show more of that in a different video. But also honeysuckles. We definitely love honeysuckle jelly. and I'll be making some of that soon. Lots of blackberries. Lots. This whole bed is taken over by blackberries, so it's crazy. Now we'll go on to the second bed, and I planted peas from seed right here, and they're doing really good. Some of these beans were from seed, and then some I just bought. And these are bush beans, so I'll probably put a trellis up so they can be held up along with these peas. And then I've got one more pumpkin plant, not pepper. One more pumpkin plant right here, and I'm going to let it spill out right here onto this path, or the other way, who knows. I'll just probably let it go crazy. The kale, the Swiss chard, and the lettuce, they're doing okay. I'm worried about it being too hot, really. So we'll see what it does. And then these right here are zucchini. Black Beauty zucchini, I think it's called. And then these are just regular slicer cucumbers. And then these are Boston pickling cucumbers, which are not doing good. I've got more seeds started, so. And then there's more slicers right there. So those are gonna grow up this trellis, and I might have to extend the trellis. And I'll show you my greenhouse in a minute, but I also wanted to show you guys the blueberry plants are doing amazing. I've got to get these covered up because look how big they're getting. So they're doing amazing. And these, I think this one has some blueberries on it. Nope, this one does. Down here. So we've got 2 with blueberries on it this year. I've got to cover those. And you can see these blackberries just grow everywhere. This is a wild blackberry. This is a wild blackberry. And you can see all the wild blackberries in here. Also in this little patch is where I had my strawberries last year, in those low tunnels on the end. And they definitely, some of them stayed behind or sprouted afterwards, because like right here, this is a strawberry. So I have to either weed, oh, here's another strawberry plant. So I either have to weed or dig these up and move them. There's strawberries all through this area. So there's another big plant right here. And they really just popped out the last couple weeks, and they really spread all over the place. Also, if anybody can ID this plant, I would be very happy. It's kind of pokey, but kind of not. It kind of looks like kale, but I know it's not. But I'd really like to know what it is. It's not thistle. We have tons of thistle, but it's not. So let me know if you know what that plant is. There's no flowers on it yet that I know of. I mean, I don't see any more in the yard that have flowers. So anyways, so that is the main garden area. And I will show you the greenhouse next, and then I'll show you the raspberries. It's a little bit of a mess in here, but it's doing pretty good. This is a lilac bush that I'm growing. My friend Angela gave this to me. This comfrey finally sprouted. I got 2 big plants, so I'm really excited about that. I've got all of this chamomile. I need to replant that in the ground somewhere because it's crazy. And all these comfrey did not sprout. I just think I'm doing something wrong. These ones were like already sprouted in the bag from Heirloom Permaculture. So it's not like I'm like super green thumb about it or anything. I got my diatomaceous earth. Love this stuff. I just don't need it right this moment. I tried to root some lemon balm, but it didn't work. The peppermint, of course, did, because peppermint is crazy. Let's see what else. Okay, so my plants started coming up. The only thing is, I did not label them. So I have no idea what is what, except I know what the tomatoes are. I just don't know what variety they are. And I think this is cucumber, and I think this is cucamelon, and this is some type of cucumber, and I think this is loofah. And I know this is okra. And these are all beans. So I'll plant these beans that came up. And I've got raspberry starts. You'll see how crazy the raspberries are in a few minutes. I'm going to show you. These are elderberries from my friend Margot. And this is a elderberry plant that I took cuttings from my church. And that's going really well. I also took these cuttings from the plant that was at my church. And this one. So these all have roots. This is another raspberry plant. This part I'm probably going to cut off. And then I've just got some other stuff. This is an elderberry plant. These elderberries really need to go in the ground. And then this, I tried to root a hollyhock, but it didn't work, obviously. And some more kale that I plan on growing in the shade. And then even in this greenhouse, I am halfway in the shade, so it doesn't really get sun on it. That's why my plant sprouts took so long to sprout. And then I've got this lilac bush, another one right here, and it's doing really good. That's also from Angela, my friend. I know you guys saw Owen's gardening efforts, so this is what's going on so far. I would have him show you, but he is not outside, and I would like it to be quiet for you guys. So he is very talkative. These are peas. This is his kale, and these are his beans. And then here's Carolina's beans. So she did a really good job. All 4 of hers sprouted. She did a great job. Owen's all sprouted. Some of his peas sprouted and some didn't. And I think he planted corn somewhere, but I don't see it anywhere. So we'll see. And there's the dinosaurs. They're going crazy. Also, this little succulent plant I got from Angela, my friend. And it is going crazy. It's about to start spilling out, which is what I really want. It's going to look so pretty there. So here's the raspberry bushes. They're doing really good. I replanted that one, and it's actually doing really, really, really good. I'm surprised. But these raspberries are crazy. I'm about to show you how crazy they are. Let me show you some actual raspberries. There's the raspberries. That one's a good one. Okay, so these raspberries, they shoot out these extra plants over here, kind of like blackberries do, and they are everywhere. So that's the ones that I dug up and I put in the greenhouse. They're just like this one, and I'm probably going to do that with this one also, because I need them in a different place. I don't want them here. And then I've got 2 more left to go. This one right here, and this one is crazy. So I'm weeding, me and David are weeding them every other day. And also along this back fence line, I will show you. We're letting the blackberries grow up here too. We do need to get in here and weed and take out the ones that aren't directly on that fence line. But they're doing really good. This is where the chickens used to be, in this area. So yeah, I'll show you a close up on some of these. Lots of blackberries coming in. So hopefully the bears won't come up here. They did a couple years ago. That's why we cleared all of this that's now growing back up. And one thing you guys haven't seen yet are the kittens. This is Sweetie Belle and her kittens. She's got 2 more. Here's one eating cat food out of a scoop. So I think this one is Grayson. It's a girl. And we're gonna keep her. If you remember Grathel, this is her baby. We actually had to get rid of Grathel and rehome her because she kept on chasing off my cats and kittens. And so we want to keep some of these little guys, and she was chasing them off. But they're just a cute little baby, yeah. And there's one more under there, but she's very shy. Try to find her. I don't know where she is. We'll see her another day. Well, guys, that's it for the garden for now. I'm gonna try to expand, and also I should be starting my fall starts in about a month. And so, yeah, I will continue to update you on the garden, and I'm really excited to see how these raised beds do this year. We're gonna expand the raised beds. Obviously, we can't only have 3 raised beds, 2 this year. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I am really looking forward to sharing it every week with you guys, how fast it grows in the raised beds. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.